Okay, here's the Skylight GUI. We are logging into Skylight using Primal username and our password. It's going to log into a few of the services. And now we are going to check the customer information. This is the basic customer service screen. Here's a test number on a system in Alabama. See, the password is 5094. Here we can put the email address for sending your messages to. Save the changes. Unified Messaging tab is where most of the voicemail, unified messaging options are saved. So we have a new account wizard, message sort options, paging, some email options, fax settings, and auto play your timestamp and your sender for when you review the messages. Some settings also for forwarding your messages to email, and then you can delete the message. Bypass password for if you're logging in from your cell phone, for example. We'll know your calling line ID matches your mailbox number, so we can let you in without a password. CLIA Watch. If you're an administrator with CLIA permissions, you will be able to set the CLIA Watch. If it is set, only those people with the correct permissions will know about it. That will be hidden for your basic customer service. Pager types, max messages, message length, greeting length, pager number, fax number. A default fax number where you can transmit your saved fax messages to, and you can also choose your greeting on Skylight. We have a one-number scheduler, so people can change up their greetings automatically over the course of a week. And in the same page, but a different option, we have a call routing, so people can change their call forwarding selections. You'll see it's key 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. And we'll show you a screen in a minute on what those different keys mean. Roughly, they correspond to different phone numbers. There's a different spot for storing the phone numbers. Now we're looking at the group lists. So you can use Skylight or IVR, of course, to set up group lists. Now we'll add a phone number and a name. Just a test. So that's a group list number 1 has one mailbox in its group list. Go to billing. For voicemail, there's only one relevant thing to really pay attention to here is the status. If it's disabled, we'll allow voicemail deposit, but retrieval will fail. The caller will hear a prompt: you have 5 messages, but your account is disabled. Please call customer service to enable your account. If this was a prepaid system, the rate plan and the balance would be very important. Rate plans would allow you to set up different charges to different destinations, and of course your balance would be your account balance. Now CDRs, and we have filters for the CDRs, so we'll turn on all the filters and redo the search. Now we got CDRs for the call and what happened during the call. So we got some retrievals and some deletes, and we can see where we enabled and disabled the account. Here's the call routing page. This is the phone numbers used for that one number screen we saw earlier. If we change the active number to R, then the time of day routing will kick in. If it's a G, time of day greeting will kick in. If we flick the radio button on the bottom to navigation, this turns into a menu box or a family mailbox, and dial by name. We'll just put in my name here and the digits that corresponds to my letters in my name, and just a sample mailbox, not a real number, of course. And we'll jump down to cost management. Destinations. This is a voicemail box, so there's not going to be a whole lot of destinations. If it was a prepaid box, there'd be hundreds and hundreds of different possible destinations to call. These guys are in Alabama. They do allow some calls to New Orleans and some toll-free numbers. These guys have a zero option on their voicemail. So if we just want to check some of their settings, so rate plan 1, they only have the one rate plan, and come on down to maybe there's the retrieval. The settings for the 888 toll-free is a 60-second interval and 0 cost per minute. Here's New Orleans, again, free calls. This would probably be just certain people they allow the zero out option. Here's the SMS. So we got the basic item number 1, and if we want an overseas SMS, this is how we would do it, because a person would type in the destination 011 and then a phone number. And we can set the charge to be 10 cents a minute. Come on down to data rating. This is for the MMS. So we could create a new one. Rate plan number 1, and it'll be upload MMS. We'll set it to be 20 cents maybe. We would save the changes. Here's just a quick little screen. If you had more rate plans and stuff, it would be more important to you. But just Tuesday, here's some little bar graph on Tuesday calls. You'd be able to compare all the different rate plans, different days, and things like that. Here's a report tab. Just grab this guy here, account activity summary daily in the month of June, and there's the file. So pick one you want to download. Pick a spot on your PC to save it to, hit OK, and then hit get file. And it's slow, depending on your connection and the size of the file. It could go quick or it could go slow. Some system performance screens. Here's some processes running on the system with their different threads. High watermarks were in red. The screen is similar to your task manager on Windows. And disk space. Permissions for customer service reps. So your admin probably has most of them. And all the different areas: report and call control, customer management. Now for the engineers here, we have some T1 views, and we'll look at group 1 on box 1. We see some bright green lights for active calls and the signaling messages for that call. Click another one, IM message there, and this is real time. Here's a weekly summary, hourly total, and we can see that right now we are at that hour of the days, and the counter's gradually going up. The counters do roll over. And we'll check some traffic on Monday. Looks pretty well balanced. Channel 24, 2 calls, so they must have been 2 long calls. And it skipped the rotation a few times.